You'll never look at your broom the same after this video. I bet you didn't know the day, the time, the direction, and even the moon phase plays a big part when it comes to when you sweep and why, your money, and the effect it has on your life. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sweeping is not just a cleaning act. Oh no. In hoodoo, conjure, and other Afro diasporic and folk practices, this is known as ritual clearing of stagnant, negative, or crossed conditions. And as you know, it all boils down to the intention, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the best days to sweep on and why. So let's start with Saturday. Saturday's most traditionally used for banishing, uncrossing, or heavy removal work. Saturn's energy is great for discipline and closure. Monday. Monday's energy is for clearing, emotional energy, or domestic drama, because it's ruled by the moon. And Friday is good for cleansing related to love, jealousy, or relationship issues. Now, in some traditions, they cleanse daily. That's if you're doing ongoing crossing work, especially during a 3, 7, 9, or 13-day working. Now, let's talk about the moon phases. The first one I'm going to mention is the waning moon. That's best for removal, uncrossing, and sending away energies. Next is the new moon. It's good for resetting and removing old to make space for new. Next is the waxing moon. Now again, pay attention to later on in the video where I'm talking about the direction. Now this one you want to sweep lightly if you're going to be prepping for drawing work, but avoid heavy banishment during this moon phase. So an example here, if you're sweeping out something toxic, like emotional residue from an ex, spell remnants, gossip, or a curse, choose the waning moon on a Saturday at dawn for power. Now let's talk about the direction to sweep spiritually. Now you're going to start at the back of the house or in each room, and you're going to sweep towards the front door, always out of the front door or the nearest exit. Now, if you've used some sort of like return to sender work or uncrossing, you're going to toss the remains at a crossroad, flowing water, or a graveyard, and then you don't look back after you walk away. Now, those ones that I just mentioned, that's to sweep negativity away. Now we're going to get into how to sweep positivity in. You get your compass, and you're going to see where east is and where is west, of course, or where is north and where is south. And you're going to be sweeping from east to west or north to south. All right, from the back of the house or the back room or the back of the room to the front door, like money, luck, or blessings. Now, this one you're going to sweep from the door, front door, inward toward your altar or your money corner or the center of your home. Now, the best day to do this is on a Friday or on a Sunday, on a waxing moon or a new moon. A little added bonus here when you're trying to draw money, or if you're trying to sweeten your household, you can sprinkle sugar, cinnamon, basil, or magnetic sand and sweep it into the home. And this next part is tips from hoodoo, conjure, and folk practices. You don't want to sweep at night. That's only for if you're doing baneful workings or graveyard style removal. And I know a lot of y'all have heard this one, but don't sweep over someone's foot. I mean, unless you are doing it on purpose. Now, this can spiritually cut them off from marriage, or it can bring them bad luck. And a remedy, if this happens, you can spit on the broom. Next, you want to always dispose of the sweepings away from the home. So it helps to have a garbage can outside and you take the dust and the debris outside. Try to avoid just dumping the sweepings into your trash can inside of the house. Also, under this umbrella of practices, we're going to talk about anointing your broom. You can use Florida water, Van oil, or fiery wall of protection oil for power. Now, lastly, in some traditions, you break or burn your broom after a serious uncrossing or enemy working. Now, this next subject is optional. This is if you want to make your broom spiritual. This is called the Besom Blessing Formula, spelled Besom. This is where you wash your broom in hyssop tea, lemon peel, and camphor water. Next, you can dress your broom in a protective oil or an anointing blend. And then after that, while you're preparing this broom, you can whisper prayers or psalms into this broom, like Psalm 91, Psalm 37, or Psalm 23. Now I'm going to give y'all an example that y'all could try now that you've watched this whole video and you can put it all together. Here's one that you can try for yourself. Let's say it's a Saturday morning and the moon is waning. You're going to get your broom, some black salt, And if you don't know where to get black salt, there's a video on my account. You can go and watch it. I teach you how to make black salt. Hyssop, rue, and rosemary, all prepared and mixed together in Florida water. That's your anointing blend that you're going to bless your broom with. All right, let's start with step 1. You're going to pray over your broom to cast out all evil, lies, sickness, and confusion. Step 2, you're going to take your mixture, the rosemary, the hyssop, the rue, and black salt mixture, and you're going to sprinkle that from the back of the house all throughout the house to the front of the house. And you're going to sweep forward with strong, intentional strokes. Step 4, you're going to collect your sweepings in a black bag, and you're going to throw it at crossroads or a distant trash bin. I recommend you just take it to some trash bin somewhere. Don't just throw it. I'm going to make a video about crossroads eventually and why it's not okay to just throw stuff there, because you can really, piss off the crossroads spirit. So I'm going to make a video about that pretty soon. In step 5, you're going to take your Florida water and you're going to wash your hands, wash your feet, and then you're going to light a white candle at your altar or at the center of your house. And you're all done. And if there's anything else y'all want to see done, or if you have any specific questions, also give me a comment below. And don't forget to follow, like, and share.